back, everybody. It's the Fat Rogue Sarenixen here. Let me take my readers off. And we're playing a brand new series called Avadon, the Black Fortress. Avadon, the Black Fortress. If I can get it right, goodness. It looks like a very ballroom type game. It looked very fun. So we're going to check it out. But before we check it out, let me know after this video if you like this series. If you do, boom on that like button. And if this is your first time on the channel, then you get the boom, the double boom, boom on that subscribe button. That one really helps us both out, and I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you, and I want you to know about Jesus Christ and His love for you. If you don't know Jesus and what He's done for you and for me, send me a message. We'll talk about it. Okay? All right. Now, we're going to jump in this game. I did have the sounds muted. It's very loud, as you can see. So let's start a new game. Sorcerer, Shaman, Shadow Walker. We're just going to go with a Blade Walker. And we're going to go with a Blade Walker. A Blade Master. The Fat Rogue Sarenixen. Normal. You're a warrior of the Midlands Pact. The Pact is an alliance of the 5 nations banded together for safety. The far lands enemies of the Pact surrounds it on all sides, and the nations of the barbarians, raiders, and titans faded. Jealous empires, all waiting for a sign of weakness. Okay, there's a check mark. I had to find it. The Pact has one purpose: to crush the far lands and keep them weak and divided. Otherwise, they will invade your homeland and take whatever they want, and massacre whoever stands in their way. You spent your life training and preparing to defend the Pact, and you have done well. Your skill and potential has earned you the greatest of honors. You have been sent to serve at a new fortress, Avadon. Avadon, the Black Fortress. The warriors of Avadon watch over the 5 nations of the Pact. Yeah. But it's thick. Avadon has watched over the Pact for 3 centuries. Okay. Outsiders, if they're lucky, never get close to Avadon to learn the truth. But you, today, will meet Redbeard yourself. You're standing outside the gates of the Black Fortress. You stand on the bridge over a deep, misty chasm. The iron gates of Avadon are before you. Beyond is your new life, full of adventure, danger, power, wealth, and sacrifice to the Pact. The Black Fortress looms over you, perched on an enormous granite peak. The gates open a crack, granting you entrance. You step through, and service to Avadon begins. Do. Alright. Ain't this cool looking? We can click like this. You have 100 coins. You start the city. You start to cross Avadon City Garden. Considering how terrified most of Lenius is of this fortress, it seems rather pleasant. Ponds, nicely tended. To the east is another pair of gates leading further into the fortress. A pair of guards wearing plate armor and wielding massive swords stand to either side. There is also an elderly man in flowing robes. He has a pair of what looks like wolves in front of him. He is shouting commands at them. They don't seem concerned. Keep crossing the courtyard to the east. Well, I guess we'll go this way. Looky here. You get closer to the old man and his 2 wolves. Boy, he looks kind of crotchety, don't he? Though from this distance you can see that something is not right about these animals. Their lack of hair, their purple flesh, the veins throbbing all along their backs and legs. The man in robes is holding up a scrap of meat and giving suggestions like stand, sit, roll over. The wolf creatures don't respond. Then you get close, which gets an instant reaction out of them. They turn and look at you. Then they bare their teeth and begin to snarl. Watch them quietly, I think is what we'll do. The twisted wolf things are no longer distracted by the pitiful scraps of meat the old man dangles before them. You seem much softer and fresher. However, the old man and the guards don't seem to react to this. They just watch silently with interest. Call back your pets, old man, before I destroy them. The old man shakes his head sadly. That's all right. I think it is necessary. You are a hand. You are noticed supposed to aid in the work. This is your job. I will explain more when you're done. The creatures lurch clumsily toward you, one to the right and one to the left. Then they start to run, teeth bared. Prepare to defend yourself. You have a little equipment, but you were not foolish enough to travel through the wilderness without a weapon. You prepare to rid the garden of the old man's pets. When the wolves attack, you will enter combat mode. You will learn how to defend yourself. All right. All right, so let's hit. There's one down. Those don't look like dogs. The hideous wolf creatures lie at your feet dead. The guards, realizing that they have a mess to clean up, look annoyed. The old man looks sad. Another month of work gone. I suppose I'll work on my other trinkets for a while. Oh, and I'm sorry. I am Craftmaster Nicodemus, one of the mages of Avadon. I think I will be helping you in the future. You called me a hand? How dare you send your creatures to attack me? I was glad to help. Who do I report to? You called me a hand. Oh yes, Redbeard has hands, eyes, and hearts. I am an eye, and I am sure this will be explained inside. You will be helping me. How dare you send your creatures to attack me? Oh yes, you are one of Redbeard's new hands, yes? When you are given tasks, I will be giving you the benefit of my magic. Some of it even works better than these constructions. He waves at the wolves. How dare you send your wolves? What? You're annoyed? But hands help me to deal with failed experiments all the time. It is the price they pay for the aid I give them. But you are young and new. You will understand in time. I suppose you should see Miranda. I think she is waiting for you, and she will explain what you need to know. Where is Miranda? Craftmaster Nicodemus makes a signal. The gates begin to slowly open. Miranda is inside, directing things. There has been a serious disturbance, and she will be happy for your help. Now please excuse me. Then he turns to his wolves, going down on one knee to examine them. Go east through the gate to find the Miranda. Her position is now marked on the map. And click OK. I want my fat loots. That's what I want. What is this? Is this weight? Nothing there. I guess. Oh, there's a pot. What is this? Can we not do anything with it? Huh. Alright. Active. I don't know what this. I guess we're still in combat mode or something. You step into the entry courtyard of Avadon. Fresh supplies are stacked up everywhere, waiting to be distributed to the warriors and craftspeople. When Avadon wants something, it gets it. However, the atmosphere for the fort is not what you expected. It is chaos. Guards and workers are running everywhere. You hear shouting in the distance. The smell of smoke hangs in the air. And you think blood. After a time of hearing how deadly and invulnerable Avadon is, this chaos is somehow even more worrying. A woman stands in the middle of the courtyard, an island in the chaos, and directs the workers. This must be Miranda, and you're supposed to present your letter of introduction to her. Alright. I guess we'll just go talk to her. You can't talk to her. You can't start a conversation while in combat mode. Alright, how do we get out of combat mode? Oh, goodness. A middle-aged woman crosses the courtyard back and forth, shouting orders to the soldiers and workers. As hands enter and leave, she grabs them and gives them extra jobs to do. She wears a well-worn bow over her shoulder and the insignia on her shoulder shows her to having considerable authority. She looks you over. A new hand. Always good to see you, especially in times like these. I am Hand Callan. Hart Miranda will want most of your time, I think, but when she doesn't have her claws in you, you answer to me. I don't reckon. She laughs. Clean up messes. Why don't you come back and talk to me later? Miranda has made it clear that she reserves your labor for herself, and I don't need an argument right now. Go talk to her. Well, that little thing is moving, isn't she? Avadon worker. I guess we'll go talk to this old hussy. I don't see anything I can really click. So, you walk up to the woman in the middle of the room like Craftsmaster Nicodemus. She is wearing long flowing robes, the traditional garb of the mage. She is in her early 50s. She has served here for a long time. She stops shouting orders and turns to you. Well, pity you don't show up just a few hours ago. We could have used you. Do you have a letter of introduction? Fortunately, you were given one before you came here. She holds out her hand for it. She takes the letter, reads it, and nods. Then I formally welcome you, Sarenixen, and I declare you a hand of Avadon, with all privileges and responsibilities attached. Congratulations. She wads up the letter and tosses it onto the floor. A servant instantly collects it and carries it off. Normally, there would be a period of settling in, testing, and so on, but we have had some problems. All of our hands are out in the field, and there is something I need you to do now. What do you need me to do? She nods. Yes, enthusiasm. That is what I like to hear. We're trying to get things in the main fortress under control, but we have to send most of our hands away. That means we need you to enter the dungeons and restore order. Round up some stray prisoners. You do not need to go alone. There are two hands who can help you. They are Selvin and Nathali, I believe. She points to the south. On the way down to the dungeons, you can choose one of them to help you. Once you have met the other hands, go downstairs and speak with the Eye Mamora. He will tell you what fires to put out. The stairs down to the dungeons are now marked on the auto map. Who are these two? Young hands like you, eager to distinguish themselves. In one case, extremely painfully eager. I can spare one of them for your cleanup task. That is up to the Eye. Do what he says. You may use any equipment you may find. That doesn't sound good at all. Trust me, at the moment of your death, you will not care in the slightest way about why it happened. Now you are here, and it's time for you to serve. Go. Conversation ends. Go to the dungeons! Alright, so to see the quest, you currently have open the journal screen. Alright, so which way south, you think? Oh, apparently A is an ability. You think this is south and this is north? I don't know which way south. Let's see. So that's north. So we're going exactly the way we need to go. That's not my style. What's this? Why can't I click some things? I guess it's just a piece of magic. Avadon has mink on all of them outfitted in fine armor. They're just a bunch of jerks is what they are. Alright, let's go up here. How about you? They're ready to kill you. Can we get in here? No. It looks like we don't have any other option. I guess we're supposed to talk to her. What are you doing here? She lies, clean up messes. Conversation ends. Well, what a jerk. What a jerk. Can we do anything with these? No. You enter Avadon's main storeroom, where most of the food, wood, and so on brought to the Black Fortress are kept. There has recently been a fight here. The stone floor is scorched, and splatters of blood dot the walls. The wounded have been hauled away. Only one person is visible from here. A young sorceress stands by the scorched area, looking down at it. She is smiling. Well, we don't want to go over there. She sounds like she blows somebody up. What we got over here? Oh, we got, see, this is something. There are several locked storerooms back here. They probably contain valuable equipment reserved for someone important. Though considering the chaos, you doubt anyone would mind if you borrowed something. However, to get locks open, you'll need to find some lockpicks. You use lockpicks to pick locks. They will break. Shadow walkers and sorcerers have skills that reduce the number of picks you need to open a lock. Open junk bag. Your pack, your find. There we go. We'll take that. We'll take that. What else we got? Just wood. Huh. It's gonna be an all mouse clicking game, I think. Anything here we can click on? No. Nathalie, when you get close to the young sorceress, she looks up at you. She is breathing hard, still charged with adrenaline from her recent battle. I did it. I killed them by myself. Not that I will get any notice for it, of course. She takes a moment to calm down. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Nathalie. Maybe Natalie? A hand of Avadon. I have spent long enough waiting for action that I need to take a moment to luxuriate in it. I'm going to clean out the dungeons. What, you? No offense, but you have been here, what, 10 minutes? When some of us have been waiting? Once again, she calms down, but you will probably need help. Isn't that the case? Take one of the other hands with you to share in the glory, yes? I can take one hand into the dungeon with me. It doesn't take her long to do the math. One hand out of two. Me and Sullivan. The warrior, well, speak to Sullivan and compare. She looks at the scorch marks. I'm eager and competent. He is, well, you can see for yourself. When you go downstairs, if you wish, I will come and join you, but you will select me, yes? I think I will choose you. She nods. You see the gleam of enthusiasm. All right, you will not regret the decision. The conversation ends. All right. Let's go talk to this other guy. We both know we don't want to fool him. Let's take this wine. Is this him? I think this is him. Yeah. Let's see. This young warrior standing guard by a passage to the south, keeping close watching in case anything else nasty comes out of it. He turns to look at you. You see that he is about your age. His face bears a nasty scar running diagonally down his face. He says, "Greetings, I'm Selvin. You're here to stand guard with me?" "No, I suppose not. We need to go fight now, don't we?" "I knew the time would come. I'll follow my orders. I always do." "I'm going to clean out the dungeons." He nods. "I'm not surprised. Miranda needs to send a hand down there to clean it up. And you show up in need of testing. I'm not offended that I was passed over." I can select the one to call me. For a moment, his eyes show a glint of interest, maybe even hope. I came to Avadon to serve. I have spent too long not serving. I was born to fight. What can you do for me? I'm a blade master. I can stand toe-to-toe with your foes. I need to consider an athlete. He deflates slightly. Yes, of course you do. If you take her, I suppose Avadon needs guards in the corridors as much as anything else. When you enter the dungeons, you will be able to choose who travels with you. Well, ain't he a big whiny butt? All cry baby like. You right there. Oh. Alright, so we'll go this way. This looks like something I can open. Leather gloves. Can we right click them? Put them on? Oh yeah. And we got a hat. Let's put that hat on. Look, we're wearing a hat. How you gonna look like you're wearing full plate, not have any plate on? You know what I'm saying? Huh. Alright, well. I thought... Yeah, that door was locked. So here we go. Okay, the wheel controls the gate. Let's do it. Looks like some kind of torture devices. We'll take Natalie. Oh yeah. Press these buttons to use items. You stand at the doors. What was it? I guess we'll get a lamp. Once it's in your pack, press the star button next to it to use it. If you can use scrolls and potions in the same way. Alright, so we need a torch, maybe? Alright, so I for inventory. Oh, we do have one. Alright, so. Okay, so what happens if we use one? You walk in the dungeon, normally the torches would be lit and heavily armed guards would be standing attention. The jailers would be waiting to collect and process new inmates. And there wouldn't be giant rats everywhere, but the disaster upstairs has left everything abandoned. You can hear shouting and snarling in the distance, but the entry chamber is cold and dark. But not still. As you step on the walkway, little pairs of lights appear in the shadows to the south. Then they start moving towards you. With the guards gone, the pests in the tunnels far below Avadon have started to emerge. Oh, let's get it. Get him. Goodness. Oh, yeah. Why do these rats sound like dogs? Be nice if we had an area effect. Where are you going? Oh, yeah. Owned it. There's a barrel. Oh, yeah. We'll be taking all that. Anything else here? Let's see. The door is locked. You don't have the key, and the lock is too complicated to pick. Understood. Understood. Suddenly, a reassuring light appears to the north. Someone has lit a torch. He shouts, "Is that support at last? Come here quickly." You emerge into a large office. A fence rings an area with desks and shelves heavy with records. New inmates are brought here and sat down while scribes record their arrival, crime, and recommended processing. There are some chains and cages usually used for wild beasts and monsters in need of examination. When humans are brought here, they are usually left on the benches. Few are foolish enough to think they can escape from this place. There is a man in a leather jerkin standing by a far desk. He waves at you. A hand at last. Hurry. And he's coming right at me. The last eye on duty in the dungeons walks up to you. He is an aging man with a thick leather jerkin and a broadsword held awkwardly in his hand. He nods to you. I am Memoria of Hocklanda, master of the Avadon dungeons. I am pleased to see you, though I confess I thought I might have been aided earlier, and I might add with more force, but we will do what we must. You are the master of the dungeons. What happened down here? Miranda sent me to help. It is overdue. Now that we are regaining full control of Avadon, it is time to retake the tunnels. They are infested by a wide variety of pests, rats, spiders. Nothing surprising that these must be slain. Also, I've been questioning the keepers as they emerge from the tunnels and go upstairs to safety. There are 4 prisoners who are unaccounted for. These should still be out there in the shadows. You must find them and verify they have left this level. Or verify they have left this level. I closed the gate to the inner caves when I saw the prisoners were loose. I will try to open it for you. Who are the prisoners I need to find? There are 4. He consults the scroll. A wretch named Graz, a savage named Hansy, a tricky young mage from Terron Empire named Quiria, and most dangerously shadowed Tarkus. Of course, that treacherous creature did not hesitate to try to slip away. As the keepers emerged, they told me where they last saw the lost prisoners. There are now markings on your map. Tell me about the wretch. Tell me about the Chimerian. Tell me about the mage. Tell me about Tarkus. Might he be responsible for your problems? It's occurred to me. That's all for now, thanks. Secure the dungeons. Alright. First, we're going to go raid this desk. Pen, paper, a dagger, some scissors. We'll take it all. What do you have? And some dice. I got a feeling that that guy is not who we thought they were. Pen, paper, some coins, and a potion of recovery. Says anything that we find we can have. What's over here? Is this door locked too? Apparently we can't open it. Alright, well, I guess we're going this way. Alright. We're going to call it right there, guys. It's been the Fat Rogue Sarenixen. If you like this series, let me know. Boom on that like button. I want you to enjoy your day, enjoy your life, and keep on gaming, y'all. And may God bless you. You know He loves you. Over now.